Hey guys, it's Cricketeer of Team CD, kind of introducing you to the new series we will be doing. Oh, well, Collie and I. He's here too.
Three.
And so we'll be doing a magic series where we make a deck for every guild, and then we battle them, and we have a bracket, which I will now be explaining. Yeah. So we have all 10 guilds. It will be Ortov versus Golgari. Izzet versus Selesnya. Gruul versus Simic, which will be the first one we're doing. What's the other one called? Oh yeah, Boros versus Dimir. And Azorius versus Rakdos.
Now, I will be explaining the rules while my friend Cricket here will be showing you the decks. So the rules are...
I'll just do a quick mouse over because we're going to do a deck tech, which will explain everything. You know. Alright, so go ahead, Collie.
Okay, so he'll be showing you the stuff, but we will actually be doing strategies, deck views, and other things to just do with the simple decks, and a deck list in separate videos for each guild. So let me just explain the rules. The rules are pretty simple. As we construct each deck, they will just be doing random guild battles. Now on each video in the title, there will be saying something certain about the bracket. So with Simic and Gruul battle, it will say bracket, so you know this is part of the whole bracket. Now, the losing guilds will battle for the last places. The winning guilds will battle for best guild deck. Now, of course, there's going to have to be a bye, and the bye will just be chosen randomly. And simple magic rules, nothing different with magic. So, yeah, Sebas, who do you think is going to win the entire shebang?
The whole shebang. I made that really weird on accident. Well, let's see. Personally, I gotta choose between Rakdos and Dimir, because Rakdos, which I will now be showing you, is freaking aggressive. It is as aggressive as it gets. It is the fastest deck It's the fastest deck I could think to put together. Master of Cruelties is literally the most expensive card in there. It's a 5-drop.
And we already have it.
Yeah, so it's no big deal, because it's probably kind of expensive. So what I go for is haste creatures, creatures that are a little bit better than their price, low price, Dreadboard just for getting rid of those early creatures.
And Planeswalkers.
Yeah, and Planeswalkers. I mean, if someone plays their turn 2 Tibble, oops. Because then you can turn 2 Dreadboard it. And Dimir here is a mill deck, but this is the best mill deck, again, the best mill deck I could come up to perceive. So we have Lord of Secrets, Hedron Crab.
Obviously, these decks are legacy, so they aren't standard. So if you do feel like building these decks, then you'll have to be building them for legacy.
Yes, or I mean, most of these could be turned into Commander. I mean, seeing as almost every one of them has a Maze Runner in it.
Or Guild Leader.
Yeah, or Guild Leader. I'm just going through all the decks. They aren't in any order.
Worst deck? I gotta say the worst deck is Azorius.
Azorius. I'll show you the Azorius next. It's really bad.
I mean, here's the thing. It's not bad. It's just not good enough for guilds.
It's bad.
Considering what it's up against, getting those racks...
Yeah, Rakdos will totally murk it.
But maybe Rakdos might draw with some of the worst hands ever. But then again, looking at the highest price of Rakdos, it's 5 mana. Not much.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and take a look at this embarrassing Azorius deck here.
You know, I must say...
I just decided to put in every Archon I could find, just because.
The only way Azorius is gonna win is if they just stall Rakdos, and they do not have the cheapest creatures in here.
Well, Grand Arbiter Augustin IV will totally shut down that deck. But there we are, Grand Arbiter Augustin IV. That is the best card name ever.
It is going to be definitely, oh yeah, that will shut down Rakdos' cheapness.
And these aren't the perfect deck lists. We're of course going to find a few more cards to put in that will help it out.
I do believe, yeah, as you can see, Azorius' enchantments are all control.
Yes.
Now, the only way Azorius is going to live is if they can stall for as long enough. I mean, even Sphinx's Revelation can save them from this Rakdos onslaught.
Mhm.
Maybe we might even add some safe passages in here. I mean, Azorius is desperate for anything that will prevent combat damage.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, there's not a lot of detainment in here, so if they had Tame, they could stop Rakdos.
It's possible. I mean, I could see you, turn to Azorius Arrestor, detain that Rakdos Cackler, and it's pretty good.
Never know. Okay, so now it is pretty hard to determine who's gonna win, but I must say, what's the next deck you're showing?
Let me see. Boros.
Oh yes, Boros.
Boros is alright. You know what?
No, I must say, Demir's gonna mill most of that deck away. Boros will not be able to.
Boros won't be able to win, I don't think.
I mean, it depends. It basically the starting hand. You have to get the perfect starting hand with this deck, otherwise it's your game over. Because now what they have to do is they have to get enough creatures and enough mana in the starting hand. I mean, even getting a Boros Swiftblade and some Boros recruits or even a Legion loyalist. I mean, that might actually be enough to kill the guy.
So what
you
deck
need
haven't I
is
shown
some
yet?
creatures that can deal damage since Dimir only has 4 creatures.
I think I've actually shown every deck now, so we'll just kind of finish up everything and then call it good. We'll just kind of.
Alright, guys. So just post in the comments who you think's gonna win and some other matchups.
I haven't shown Is it yet.
Stuff you want to see.
Yeah, so this series will definitely be a lot of fun.
Also, by the way, booster pack unboxings coming on my channel and probably Cricket's too.
Really?
I'm doing some booster packs.
Why not?
I know. Show you guys off some scars of Miradon or maybe some Avacyn Restored, see what I can get my hands on. Alright guys, Hulu 3 here and Cricket signing off.
Bye bye!